You're about to watch another exciting episode of the Dungeon Run, but did you know that you can actually be part of the adventure? Tune in live on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and you can make your voice heard and help determine the fate of our adventurers. Hope to see you there.
Hi, friends! Welcome to the Dungeon Run! Oh, hey, everybody. It's so nice to see you all. Seeing you there in chat. Hello, hello. I saw a Dungeon Speedrun already dropping gifted subs. Thank you, friends. Aww. Thank you. It's so good to see you all. We are back tonight with a new episode of Forbidden, our amazing, mysterious, and spooky Call of Cthulhu campaign for another tale of mystery, madness, and mayhem. We are so excited to be back. You notice we once again have a two-top table tonight. It actually, again, scheduling and lives are difficult, but it honestly worked so well last time with Ron and Lexi that we were like, if we had two is now enough to do a show for this, because I was like, we loved the intimacy, and I think it was so much fun to have. So we're so happy to be joined by Lexi and Surena, of course, and Alex behind the scenes. Hi, friends.
Thank you, Alex.
Yes, thank you as always, Alex. And it's so lovely to see you all. I was on a retreat last week. I was unplugged, which was lovely. Thank you so much.
Unplugging.
Thank you. I'm proud of myself a little bit. It was wonderful, but I'm so happy to be back and looking at these amazing smiling faces. I appreciate y'all. Let's see. Sponsors. We're sponsored by Die Hard Dice. Ron's not here, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah. That Ron. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, watch this, Ron. The place to go for gorgeous dice and accessories. I always laugh that Ron says accessories. Does everybody else notice that he says accessories? Yes. Next time he's here and he does it, no one say anything.
We just start whispering.
That's right. Accessories. Like it's a strange Cthulhu spell.
Yeah.
With free shipping on all orders $40 or more, they are the place to go for your favorite math rocks, Die Hard Dice. Check out their exclusive Valentine's Day offerings, still available, like their Ardent Devotion dice set. It's very white and pink, and it's very pretty. Feels very apropos for Valentine's Day, in case you forgot to get your partner something. But don't forget to use our coupon code DungeonRun, capital D, capital R, no spaces, at checkout for a discount on us. But we are also sponsored by Eldritch Foundry, where imagination meets craftsmanship. Build gorgeous detailed minis for all your games, now available pre-painted. And now they are updating their creation engine all the time with new ancestries, new poses, new items, and more. You will spend hours trying out all their awesome stuff. Check it out now at eldritch-foundry.com, and be sure to use our discount code TheDungeonRun, capital TDR, at checkout, no spaces. But our show, as we all know, is made possible by Patreon. Our show is made possible by Patron Tequila. No, not tonight. No. Some nights, maybe every now and then. Go to patreon.com/thedungeonrun for all the incredible bonus content. For just $5 a month, you get access to cool behind-the-scenes content and our after-show short rest, exclusive only to you patrons. By the way, that was confirmed. Last episode of Forbidden Short Rest was the longest short rest I think we've ever done.
Oh, yeah.
It was a short episode. There were only 3 of us, but also if you saw the end of last episode, we had a lot to talk about.
You know why? Yeah.
I
broke
broke
so much chatting.
I broke some brains, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm not. I've been holding on to that secret for so long. Anyway, exclusive VODs and updates, free interactivity. There's so many rewards at all the different levels. There's a new patron shout out this week. Welcome, Goddess Eva. Welcome, Goddess. Thank you for joining
Goddess
us.
Eva.
Bonjour.
Yeah.
But there's so much more fun to be had. Get over to patreon.com/thedungeonrun. As for interactivity, we are an interactive show, if you didn't know, or if you're new here, where you have the chance to affect our story in unique and surprising ways. Use our custom Twitch extension or the link you can find in the About section of our Twitch page, or you can just go to streamelements.com/thedungeonrun/tip. But there are 2 ways to help or challenge our players when we're playing Call of Cthulhu. You can choose to give bonus or penalty dice for any player or the keeper. It's just like advantage and disadvantage, where they roll twice and take the better or the worse, depending. Also, you can gift any player the power of luck. We are giving you the option of adding 10 luck points to any player's stash that they can use to turn a failure into a success. In fact, as a matter of fact, Breba has gifted 10 luck points to you, Surena.
Aw.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Brava.
yeah, absolutely. So add that to Dr. Charlotte's stash. She might need it. If anyone remembers
Ooh.
what might be coming first this episode, she might need it.
Scary,
I don't know.
scary.
Who knows? But if you are a patron, reminder to how to cash in your free Patreon interactivity. You can message us on Patreon. You can also message me on the Discord, or Angel Devilson is in chat, and they do such the Lord's work of taking in requests from patrons about how they'd like to cash in their interactivity. So let Angel know, and they will make sure that I know. But we appreciate you. Amazing. How are we feeling? Feeling good? We ready for this? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Me too.
We'll see what we see,
You know, it's gonna be just a chill
I'm excited
time.
and scared.
Yeah, you know,
As always.
that's where
I'm
I like
quaking
you.
in my boots, but I'm so excited.
Good. All right. Well, let's have some fun. And Alex, take us into the Forbidden. Normally is the time of the show when I recap what happened last time. But actually this week, we're going to be returning to room 313 of the London hospital where Lorelei formerly was a patient and one Josephine Lynch currently is. Stepping into this room, dressed for all the world like a professional doctor, holding a chart, clicking their pen, is Dr. Charlotte Mantis, having just walked by the police officer stationed at the door outside. Charlotte holds her breath as she steps into this room, trying to look for the world like the doctor that she used to be. As we talked about last time you were in this room, before you stepped to the bedside of Josephine Lynch, I'll remind you that you look over her chart, see all this information. She has suffered a gunshot wound to the abdomen. Her arm was broken by Diarmuid. She's seen quite a lot, but it is currently, she is no longer in critical condition. And as we pointed out, I think you had a question last time, that she is certainly under some pain medication for sure. The one thing that was noted last episode when you were not here, though, is you do also notice two other small pieces of information while you're perusing this chart. Something that you just make note of. Her home address, which up to this point you had not had. Or one assumes it's her home address, a listed home address for her. You had always only ever seen her, well, at the cafe and then at Memphis's house, but you would know that this address is neither of those. And the other is an immediate contact, a name you don't recognize. A name, Halvard Holson. Is the name.
Can you repeat that? I'm so sorry.
Sure, you're fine. Halvard Holsen. Halvard Holsen. There's a bit of a Norwegian or a Scandinavian quality to it. But, again, you have never heard nor seen this name before. There is another bed in this hospital room that is empty. You step to the side of Josephine's bed. Her eyes at this moment are closed. I believe, to get a little technical, exactly where we led off last time is you had already spoken to her. Clicking your pen with your chart in your hand, standing above her. You asked how she was feeling this day. And her eyes fluttered. It's obvious there's some discomfort in how she moves. Obviously, her right arm is in a cast, and then she's heavy bandaging across her abdomen. But she still somehow manages a smile when she sees who's looking down at her. Well, Dr. Mantis. I'm feeling surprisingly well.
That in itself is surprising considering you were shot in the abdomen, Josephine.
Yes. Yeah, your friend is full of surprises.
So, I would love to, and I kind of lean in. I'm just here to talk. That's all. Okay? And now if you scream, Josephine, the talking will end in a way that would get us both in trouble. You possibly more injured. And I don't want to do that. And I'm sure you don't want to do that. So let's just talk, okay?
As you lean into her, she doesn't lean back. In fact, she leans forward even a little more, bringing your faces very close to each other. I won't scream if you don't give me a reason to.
Great. Now, you were in my head earlier.
Getting right to it, are we?
Yes, I don't have a lot of time. I'm sure you don't have a lot of time.
Funny you say that. Yeah. She looks down at herself. I don't know how much longer this body's gonna last. Might be time for a trade-in, you know?
No, I don't know. Can you please elaborate? This is not your body?
Oh, this is my body.
This is your body now?
One I was born with, anyway. I was in your head.
Are you in my head often, Josephine?
Never for as long as I want. I'm kidding. Here and there. Not as often as I think you would be afraid of.
Do you explore other people's minds, Josephine? Or am I just special?
You're special. You know, I realize you don't know much about me, but I think you've been around long enough and seen enough and done enough to maybe get a little bit the lay of the land. It's true I was Memphis's assistant, protege, whatever word you want to call it, hanger on. And I owe a lot to him. He opened the door. But he's far from the only show in town. Once you know how to reach out, you realize there's all kinds of friends to be made out there.
And I sit on the bed next to her a little bit, like on the edge. I go, Josephine, that's honestly, it's disappointing to hear. I thought that you were going to be this mastermind, that you were going to be running the show, but in fact, you are the hanger-oner that I presumed you to be before. That is extremely disappointing. Now, you have all of this power, so much power that you can just waltz into people's minds. And you mentioned bodies. So, what have you learned? And I'm just gonna like, my hand is on my doctor's bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's just propped onto my lap.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What have I learned?
Yes. I mean, do you know what's happening with me? Can you tell me what's happening there? Because I feel like I don't have control of my mind right now, Josephine. And that's frustrating. Do you know what that's like to not be in control of your own mind? To have everyone question you?
I do. Stupid monks back in Bhutan wouldn't give me the time of day. She looks up and she starts, and then realizing her still getting used to her good arm in a cast, she reaches with her left hand and puts her hand on your leg or your arm, some kind of intimate movement.
Okay. I like instinctively kind of flinch.
I know enough. We could have so much fun together. You've got the body. We could share the brain. Or at least for a little while. I could show you a lot.
Is that what happened with Harold?
Harold was Memphis's pet project. Not intentional. Even he was disgusted by the fact of possessing one's own soon-to-be son-in-law. Gross. But, he had his back against the wall. And also, Harold did shoot him.
Well,
He took that personally.
it makes sense, one trying to steal your body can make one a little twitchy, right?
True.
I do, and I'm going kind of in my bag, and I'm just rummaging around, just not looking at her, really. I do appreciate how open you've been, Josephine. Is there anything else that, you mentioned having fun. What does that mean?
There are very powerful people, very interested in the abilities that I have learned that we can share. I am in, looking down at herself, an unfortunate position. I'm not so dumb as not to realize that. You have me at quite a disadvantage.
And so I just would love to hear from you why, or a reason why I shouldn't. And I get up and I go to her IV, her medicine, and I take out a small syringe and I say, why I shouldn't expedite your end. I would love to hear from you. This is your time, Josephine. Convince me not to kill you.
If you want me to be uncouth, the door to your mind is already open, dear. I'm sorry to say that some of my friends might choose to have a visit themselves. So while I started it, I don't have to be the one to finish it.
I see. So then you're useless.
I could protect you.
You could protect me. How?
I know what they want.
Great. And I'm getting closer to the IV.
Hold on. Very rich, powerful people
Mm-hmm.
Arrangements can be made for anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can I roll? What would I roll to see how honest
Give me a
she's being in this moment?
psychology
Okay.
roll for sure. Yep.
That is. Do we have any bonuses?
You do not at the moment have any bonuses.
Okay. That is. I failed.
Okay, with a failure.
Yeah.
You have luck, but if you failed by a lot,
Well,
if it's a lot,
it's not a lot, but I'm okay with this
sure.
failure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say, even on a failure, you
Yeah.
can tell that you're getting to her, and she
Mhm.
has definitely quickened her speech. She's
Mhm.
definitely like,
Mhm,
like,
mhm,
hold on,
mhm.
don't do
Mhm.
anything stupid.
Yes.
But there is a smirk of someone who looks like they have a hand in poker that they're feeling kind of comfortable about.
Yeah. That's okay. I just
Like,
wanted to
she's
validate
not that surprised. Like, she wasn't that surprised to see you.
Yeah.
So, but like on a failure, on a failure, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're well connected with rich and powerful people who are trying to vie for entryway to anyone's brain, my brain, to be able to do it, the hubris of control. Like, what is the end game here, Josephine?
Money, power, live forever. What is it always?
And that's so interesting because, like, when she says, "What is it always?" there's some kind of click, like in Charlotte. You're right. It's a cycle, isn't it? Greed, money, power. Greed, money, power. It doesn't matter who you hurt. It doesn't matter who they hurt. It's a cycle. Greed, money, power. Greed, money, power. You know, there are people who spend their whole lives, like me, like every doctor here, like we spend our whole lives protecting life. We make an oath, a promise to heal, to protect, to heal, to protect. But greed, money, power. Oh boy, tale as old as time, Josephine. Huh. And the problem is that I'm tired of cycles. And I put the syringe in it, and it's to speed up heart. Mm-hmm. It's not going to hurt. Don't worry. I'm not a monster. It's not going to hurt. You're just going to go to sleep. This is how cycles end, Josephine.
Stu, he could have. And she stills. Her eyes flutter closed. And you stand above her. This is the 1920s, so no crash cart alarm goes off. The rain outside continues. That same rain that you were standing in the parking lot maybe an hour before, after Diarmuid held the orb up to you. And this person whose voice you'd heard inside your head, with so much arrogance and so much knowledge, like they had it all figured out. And now they're sitting below you dead.
I I am standing. I have my bag. And I take the syringe, I put it in my bag, I shut the bag. I stare at her for probably on the outside is like maybe 2 beats. On the inside, it feels like forever. But like sort of with like a soldier's resolve, I take my bag and I walk out. And I just walk out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You walk out. You walk past the cop. You walk past the desk. You can hit the stairwell, the lobby. Strong, purposeful steps. Out into the rain. And you get into the car with your friends who have Lorelei in the back seat. Eden, do you say anything when you see Charlotte get into the car?
I don't. I think I'm just looking.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I think I'm writing down the address.
Yes.
In the car, I'm just quiet and I'm writing down the address. I'm writing down the name, Halivard Holson. And I give it to Eden. Or I give it to Diarmuid. Like, I show it.
Yes.
And as we're just driving, I say, she wasn't any help at all.
Diarmuid grunts.
It's okay. We've got something to work off of, I suppose. Maybe she'll be helpful in the future.
And the car drives off into the rain to the direction of Piccadilly Circus. Which leads me to what happened last time. The last time we were together. Daring escapes were made. Old allies were called upon. Diarmuid and Eden took in a show, and someone might have taken the ride of a lifetime. Despite her having suffered a near-fatal gunshot wound a little more than a day earlier, Lorelei was successfully snuck out of the hospital by her friends, under the noses of the London police. Still needing to see to her medical care, however, Diarmuid directed the investigators back to Piccadilly Circus and the somewhat unimpressive office of Dr. Edward Harrow, a terse friend of Diarmuid's who served with him during the war. Along with his rather nosy assistant Maud, the good doctor was able to treat Lorelei's wounds and provide her a safe place to regain her strength, no longer under the watchful eye of the cops. Leaving Charlotte with Lorelei and her new medical staff for the time being, Diarmuid and Eden set out to further investigate the information Charlotte was able to glean from her conversation with Josephine, including her current living address, located not far away in a rougher section of London. But after deciding to wait until nightfall to perform some light B&E, the duo chose to avail themselves of a local matinee and see some theater at one of the many nearby playhouses. And wouldn't you know it, as luck would have it, or a luck roll would have it, playing nearby was none other than Coriolanus, Shakespeare's tragedy about a proud general, torn apart between loyalty and duty. That very same play that Eden herself had purchased only a few days earlier at Mildred's bookshop. And in spite of all the horrors they had seen in recent days, on top of all the violence and madness and loss, the two friends sat together in the dark, Diarmuid wiping a tear from his eye, both taking in the power of a story over 300 years old, and how things so far away can still feel so close. Pulling themselves together, they then set out to find Josephine's flat. Arriving at the address in question, there was no mistaking whose home this was, as parked outside was none other than Memphis's own Egyptian blue Cadillac, the same one they'd seen Josephine pull up to Memphis's house in that first time. Besides that, though, the apartment seemed quiet, And Diarmuid, as he is wont to do, made quick use of his lockpicking skills, and in a flash they were inside. They were startled almost immediately as they thought they saw movement out of the corner of their eye, but they quickly discovered that it was a reflection of themselves, as Josephine's apartment was packed with mirrors of all shapes and sizes on almost every surface and wall. Eden and Diarmuid's faces looked back at them like an accusatory gallery. This was more than vanity. This was some level of madness or obsession. The second thing they noticed once inside was sitting in the corner of the living room, the recognizable tall, dark form of one of Memphis's own gate boxes, those strange chests or armoires that were connected to each other, no matter how far apart, by a quick jaunt through the etheric realm. It was then that Eden was struck by a sense of familiarity about this place. Mirrors. The chest. She hadn't been here. No. But Charlotte had. That first time she almost collapsed in the park only days earlier. Eden had caught her and sat her on the curb, and when Charlotte's vision had cleared, she said her eyes had opened and she'd been somewhere else. A modest 2-bedroom flat with mirrors everywhere and one of those chests in the corner. If this was Josephine's apartment, had she been the one responsible for Charlotte's out-of-body experiences? After an initial poking around, the two detectives noticed odd markings on the floor, partially covered by a rug. And when Eden lifted the corner to look beneath, they found a large etched symbol in the floor of an eye. A familiar symbol, actually, for it was the same shape and style of eye that the team had noticed scratched into the wood above the door to Memphis's attic. The same symbol that had strangely caused Charlotte to faint on the spot. It would seem Josephine had picked up more than a couple tricks from her former boss. It was mere moments later, facing this collection of conundrums, that Diarmuid decided to take a big swing, shall we say. Because as he rightfully intuited, these gate boxes came in pairs. And they knew from Harold Hawking's own magic show that those two gate boxes that he then used, which now one sits in the garden on top of Lorelei's flat, and the other, that other one is still in Ingrid Schwartz's apartment. But this was a third, which means there must be a fourth. So doing this quick calculation, Diarmuid realized that a rather quick and decisive way to learn a lot of information might be to just jump in. To hold your nose and dive into the deep end, so to speak. And without a word... Oh, Maple.
Aw, baby.
Or was there a word? I forget if Diarmuid even gave you a warning that he was about to do it. If anything, I think he said, I have an idea.
Yeah, like it was very brief.
It was very brief.
Very brief.
It was very brief. I imagine you just sort of poking through kitchen cabinets and then what?
Yeah, it wasn't enough information at all, ever.
Nope. Diarmuid, he's a veteran in his 50s. He, boom, 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 hulking form, jumped into the back of the armoire, much like Harold had done during his own magic show. And you were struck by that bright light that you've seen several times at this point, as Diarmuid tore through the fabric of reality into the ether. The first ever trip Diarmuid has taken into that other realm. And in a flash, that light is gone. And all that was there, once again, is just that stupid cabinet. What Eden didn't see, but we all heard, is that Diarmuid was transported, taking in this terrible, devastated version of London that was the ether, that was the ether's shadowy, destroyed reflection of the world around us. Diarmuid was transported from this box, allowing it to take him where it wanted to take him. Because again, I will remind that when you jump through these boxes, there is an opportunity to try to resist the pull and perhaps redirect yourself to another box.
Mhm.
As Lorelai and Charlotte felt that first time they just stuck their heads through the box on top of Lorelai's flat before Diarmuid pulled them back. But no, not this time. Diarmuid wanted to know where this tunnel went. And so through it he went. And in that briefest of moments, as he felt his senses just blacking out, he felt a pull northward. And then a flash like hyperspace in a Star Wars movie. And the next thing he knew, he tumbled with a loud out of the cabinet on the reverse side. And he landed in a dark study or drawing room. That big cabinet above him as he laid on his back on a comfortable, well-adorned rug. Furniture around him covered in drop cloths. He heard footsteps approaching, and he quickly hid himself behind the door that was about to open where he heard those footsteps coming, as someone seemed to have been alerted by the sound of, Diarmuid falling out of a cabinet. And as he stood in the corner behind the door, he watched as the familiar, silvery blonde-haired form of Lady Flora Milligan walked into the room, saying, "Oh, Lord, what does she want now?" And that's where we stopped last time. But Eden doesn't know any of that.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It's why the short rest was so long.
Short rest was so long.
Become a patron, folks. Watch the short rest. We have a blast. Eden, you are standing there. I'll say, across the living room from where Diarmuid just disappeared moments ago. A moment passes. And then another moment passes. You feel yourself, you're almost struck by your own reflection on all sides of you, and you see a very scared woman.
Yeah.
Who doesn't know what to do.
It's like 12 different versions of myself, like turn and look,
Yep.
hoping to find the shape
Like-
of Diarmuid. Even just like,
Or like one of you has an answer.
Yeah. like, anybody know what's going on?
No.
We're all clueless.
They all shrug in unison.
Oh gosh. The cabinets.
Now, I forgot to tell you this before the show started. Here's a little pullback.
Mhm.
I want to give you free reign, Eden. I do not have Ron with us tonight. But I will just tell you, whatever you want to do, be my guest.
Oh gosh.
I have prepared for it.
Oh no.
So that basic, I don't want you to say, I would jump through, but I'm not going to because I know Morgan is. I'm telling you right now, if you want to do it, you do whatever you do whatever you think Eden would do.
Oh gosh.
You are still, I will point out, there are 2 bedrooms that have doors closed in this apartment that you have barely only started investigating. There are other things going on in this place. Diarmuid seemed to have a pretty strong intention of what he was doing.
Yeah.
So another moment passes as maybe you're just hoping like he'll come right back. And he doesn't.
Okay. Maybe I need to give him a minute or 2 or 5 or something, but and she will like kind of wander over towards the armoire. If I like open it,
Yeah.
do I see...
I'll say it's still hanging open.
Okay.
And you just look into the back, and it's, as always, it just looks like a wooden armoire.
My policy is to not take my eyes off it for more than 10 seconds at a time. So I'm going to continue
Sure.
to investigate,
Sure.
hoping he'll come back.
I love
But
this.
I'm just like, if I get to the end of my rope here where I definitely need more people, especially definitely need Diarmuid, then I will. I mean, I know where I can go.
You
but
definitely have that option.
I think I know that if I move too fast, no one's going to be mad at me for jumping in after him, but he might find his way back, and that would be a little.
Definitely might.
That'd be a lot.
I mean, you haven't known Diarmuid to be stupid.
Yeah, exactly. I truly
occasionally impulsive, sure.
Yeah, like rash. Yeah. I think there's just like it's just Eden moving around this apartment, like staring back at the box, like going into rooms and like coming back and looking what she wants to. I do want to investigate.
Okay, great. You keeping one eye on literally like and there's a bunch of mirrors, so actually that's probably pretty easy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll like even prop them in at angles so I can always see the armor wherever I'm going. Yeah.
Perfect. You push open one of the bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
You find one of them is pretty normal looking bedroom. You find a bed, you find a mirror, more mirrors, a makeup stand, all of those things. At first glance, nothing too extravagant or interesting going on there.
Mm-hmm.
The other bedroom, however, you open the door and you immediately see this room has been converted into basically a walk-in closet. Immaculate stage outfits of various designs, some quite revealing, some designed for specific illusions or contraptions in mind, so they have like weird little attachments or pockets in places there shouldn't be pockets, things like that.
Yeah.
You see most are labeled. In fact, like you get the sense it's like, oh, this one says a specific name of a trick on it. Berlin twist. Don't know what that is, but this must be the outfit she wears when she performs the Berlin twist.
Yeah.
They're also in this room, tucked between the racks of clothes. And this one you're probably trying to this one's probably a little difficult to keep your eye on the cabinet.
Yeah.
Because it's tucked between the racks of clothes, so it's almost obscured. You see a small desk.
Okay.
Stationery and an ink pen sitting atop it, along with some various also like makeup accoutrements. You can see from where you're standing, keeping an eye, there is some writing on the notepad.
Yeah.
Roll me a spot hidden.
Yes. Can't wait to.
Do I give you a penalty die because you're keeping an eye on the chest?
I know. If you want to.
You do have a bonus die from Schweigai that I will allow you to have a straight roll.
Okay. Well, with the straight roll, I still get a 62 under 75. So.
Okay, great. Thank you, Schweigai.
Thank you, Schweigai.
Okay. Still somehow keeping an eye, like you are able to quickly within your own totally internal 10-second rule.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Just moving quickly. The downstairs neighbors have to be so confused. Like the amount of scuffing that I'm doing, just like running between this room and the next. But yes.
This notepad, this stationery, and this pen. You pick it up and you see a business card tucked into the notepad. And you can, maybe you walk back towards but are able to keep one eye on this. The name you immediately see, because you just heard it, Halvard Holson. Listed along with a London phone number. And the business name at the top, Aperture Industries Ltd.
Okay.
Aperture, Aperture.
Yeah, like a camera, camera's ability to intake light,
Correct.
that stuff. Okay. I think she like flips the business card back and forth a couple of times and will pocket it. I just heard this name.
She had just listed
And-
this as her immediate contact in the hospital.
Yeah. Well, we owe him a call, I suppose.
I'm going to pause us there
Mhm.
because while you are considering this, Charlotte,
Hello.
you've spent some time once again in this back alley doctor's office
Mm-hmm.
of Dr. Harrow and Maud. Maud at this point has gone home, and you are with Lorelei. Lorelei is sleeping. You can tell she is. Look, it's a makeshift hospital bed. It is actually a hospital bed, but I mean, like, this is a makeshift emergency room, like hospital. But you can tell that for the most part, she is comfortable. She is well looked after. I will say this is hours prior, because as we know, in the time Eden and Diarmuid saw full play.
Yeah, that's true. And it was a Shakespeare play, right?
Yes, but it is. How does it feel to stand over another hospital bed hours later, this one of your friend?
Human brains are really interesting when it comes to like trauma and
Agreed.
compartmentalization. So I think Charlotte is more herself in this back alley hospital than like the cosplay of a doctor she was before.
There's muscle memory kicking in.
But it's also like, this is the place that doctors go when they can't work in a hospital anymore.
Yeah.
Like, this is where doctors go who've done maybe some bad things.
Yeah. And that's so apparent with Maud especially.
Yeah.
Though with Dr. Harrow, you're again struck by, he's a man with a great deal of scarring on and around his face. He has maybe said 3 words to you over a course of several hours. But you can tell that he's a doctor who knows what he's doing. But to say he has social anxiety is putting it lightly.
Oh, he's just anxious?
He's avoidant.
Okay.
And has real trouble dealing with people.
I mean, not for nothing, but like, that is kind of how like Charlotte is a little bit right now in this moment too.
Sure.
So I don't think that like we speak very much, but I think there's a lot of like, you know, when you get a new like cat.
Yes.
And you're just
I think I know where you're going.
Specifically you.
I love this. Me? Cats? What?
Yes.
Speaking my language.
Yep. So we're just sharing space. Like, he looks to me for a tool or something. I get it for him.
Yeah. You're kind of reading each other's minds in moments.
Yes. But also like I'm staying a good distance back because I don't physically want to touch anyone or be touched by anyone.
And he has a cigarette gripped in the corner of his mouth most of the time. He'll take things from you when you offer them to him, but he doesn't smile or acknowledge or anything. But he goes about his business and doesn't seem to, at the very least, doesn't seem to mind you there.
Great. I think this is honestly Charlotte's like best case scenario after everything that happened to her.
The quiet, the rhythm of Lorelei's breathing.
Yeah.
The kind of quick actions at times, the comings and goings of Maud, things like that. You probably just straight up disassociate for a bit.
Yeah. is there any point where the doctor leaves me alone with Lorelai?
I'll say so. Yeah, they have other business. I'm sure there's opportunities here and there. Yeah.
And Lorelai's just like unconscious.
Yeah, I mean, she's, she was conscious when she came here and all this stuff, but she's
Yeah.
tired. She's still definitely recovering.
Yeah. So like as she's sleeping, I kind of just like brush the hair from her face, or from like her forehead, and I'm kind of also just feeling her temperature. And I'm just being like just very gentle with my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And she's sleeping and not sedated. But I'm kind of like, when I put my hand on her forehead, I say, or Charlotte looks at her and is just, today was a very bad day. I wonder if the others would think of me differently.
As you keep your hand on her head, you feel her just ever so slightly lean into your hand.
I will keep you safe. And I give her just like a very like gentle kiss on the forehead. And I say,
she says under her breath,
yeah,
the name of her husband. She says, you hear her go, Waleed.
I smile, and I think that she needs to rest. And
it's starting to grow dark outside.
Yeah.
The outdoors of Piccadilly Circus and Drury Lane, you can hear a fair amount of like foot traffic, and it's slowed down a little bit before there will probably be like a much louder evening happening, but it's kind of in a slower hour outside.
So I, grab her hand a little bit, and I gently kind of squeeze it till she wakes a little. And I say, I'll be back, okay? You sleep now. I'll be back. And we can, as soon as you're feeling better, we can get out of this place, okay?
And she falls back asleep, and she nods and smiles.
And I'm gonna, knowing that
I would say Diarmuid and Eden probably would have told you that they were going to wait until nightfall to potentially break into this place. And so you have the opportunity to head that direction, I would say. Or
so if it's not nightfall yet,
it's close. I mean, you probably know it's like 20 to 30 minutes. By the time you would get there, it would probably be dark.
So I actually want to go to the magic shop.
Okay. You step out into the busyness of Piccadilly Circus, and you reach, after a fairly decent walk, luckily in the same direction, but a fairly, a good 10 to 15 minute walk. You arrive at the Ace Emporium Magic Shop. The same place you've been to a couple times now. Once for your first visit, and the second time for your first magic lesson. There is the 1920s equivalent of police tape, yellow rope, across the door. It is dark inside. There are no... Actually, give me a luck roll.
Just straight luck?
Yeah.
That is success.
Nice. It is quiet. It's still an active crime scene, but right now there does not seem to be any police around.
I'd like to just kind of slip into the magic shop.
Sure. Do you have lock picking?
Oh, do I? I'm not sure I do. I don't know why I said it that way. Do I?
Do I?
Do I?
Do I? So it would be locksmith or
Yes.
I don't.
Okay.
What?
You can-
I have stage magic.
If you would like, it's true. If you would like a strength, I'll allow you a strength or a locksmith roll or a spot hidden to see what you can see through the door.
I would love to do a spot hidden.
Okay.
Okay. That is a regular success.
Regular success.
Yes.
It is dark inside, and some street lights have started to come on out here on the streets of London.
Mm-hmm.
And you realize you don't really have a way to get in.
Yeah.
But you kind of poke your head around, you slip under this yellow rope, and there's some window between the windows and the glass on the door. You're able to see a few things. Stains that could only be dried blood near the desk.
Ugh, poor guy.
And looking past, there does seem to be a fair amount of ransacking that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Things are marked as evidence, but you can tell that things have been thrown off shelves in places. Could have been a struggle. Could have been someone looking for something. Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Hard to tell.
Okay. Oh, it's just sad. I think that yeah, I think just looking at that, seeing the state of things, and it's locked and I can't get in, and I've already done. I'm just gonna go.
It really hits it. It really hits it home that you'd heard what had happened to Reuben, but it feels unfortunately very real right now.
Yeah, and I think that Charlotte is contending with. I mean, she's already suspected that Josephine and whoever she's working with killed him. So it's just solidifying the mission that she's found herself on.
You step away.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go next?
I think that I mean, on my way to Josephine's house, I fully grab a pastry. Like I need to eat something.
So last time, this is so funny. Last time there was a similar conversation that happened with Eden and Diarmuid.
Yeah.
And the term "drop a sausage roll" was coined, which might be a euphemism for something terrible.
In Josephine's house specifically.
Going big job in Josephine's car, which I think referred to as dropping a sausage roll.
Yeah. It's so funny because in my mind I was like, what is something that is protein based? I don't know. I'll just say a pastry. But
sausage rolls very popular, particularly on rainy days. You know, it's great street food. There probably wasn't much in the way of like heroes or falafels yet in London at this point, but for certain, I'll say you're able to find maybe some frankfurters or something of street food along the way. For sure.
Great. Yeah, I'm just. Is it raining right now?
On and off at this point. It had rained all of last night.
Oh no. Okay, so there's sight. If you were to look at Charlotte, because we were looking through the eyes of Charlotte, right?
Yes.
If you were to look at her, she is a sad woman in a like a pantsuit, like a dark purple pantsuit, just housing a hot dog in the rain. Her hair is wet because she has not bothered to use an umbrella. I'm sure she owns several.
Oh my god.
And
amazing.
So she's just like ring ghost eating hot dog.
Judge her at your peril. We've all been there.
Yes, that's right. We've all been sad and in the rain.
Sad in the rain eating a hot dog.
Eating hot dog.
Sad hot dog. Wow. It is in this form that you arrive outside of Josephine's flat. I'm gonna, just for the sake of convenience, Eden, You are standing with this business card in your hand. It has now been roughly 10 minutes or more since Diarmuid threw himself into that cabinet. And you hear footsteps approaching the door. That we will say, I don't know if Diarmuid would have left it open after he picked the lock. I would assume normally you close the door behind you.
Yeah.
Or if it's just barely because he didn't force it, so it's not like it would be hanging open.
Would he have locked it behind him?
Probably not. It would slow you down to get out.
Yeah. Yep.
That makes a lot of sense, and
Yeah.
is better than what I had in my mind for Charlotte's next move. I would have just crawled through the window.
Sure, absolutely.
Wet, covered in mustard.
Oh God.
Fan art, make it happen.
Charlotte, no.
We're having a bad time, everyone.
Is that a Cthulhu monster? No, it's just
No,
Charlotte.
it's Charlotte, she's really
Charlotte's
sad.
big bad
Had a real day.
Gosh. Oh no.
Reality is scarier than fantasy sometimes,
Right.
folks.
No, these games are it's too much. It's too much.
The visceral moment of killing Josephine. Sure. Charlotte wet, covered in mustard, crawling through the window with
It's like the
zero
rain and
agility.
the mustard and then the glass going everywhere. There's something too much happening there. Like,
Oh my god.
Oh god.
All right, so do you try the door, Charlotte, or
Yes.
okay, Eden, you definitely hear, and it's open. The door, you hear the knob twist and the door slowly open as you're standing there in the doorway of the bedroom, of one of the bedrooms.
can I be seen from the door?
Yeah, it's just pretty small. It's pretty modest.
Okay.
I mean, and maybe like you're off to one side slightly, but
Yeah.
you know whoever it is will be able to see you in like a second.
Okay, I will try to duck out of the way just to save face for a moment, not knowing who this is.
You duck back into all
Into
of the
clothes.
stage costumes. You're covered in sequins and fishnets.
Back in the closet again. Dang it.
Oh no!
Dang it.
At least it's converted walk-in closet.
It's true. It's quite spacious in
It's
here.
better back into the closet. Oh no. You Charlotte, you step into this place and you immediately get a strong sense of deja vu. Mirrors, the rug, the chest, which is hanging open for some reason.
For cinematic purposes, when Charlotte walks in, she looks as if she is a wraith. Wraith. But as she walks in and she sees the deja vu, she takes off like her overcoat, her jacket,
Mhm.
and she has like a blazer and a blouse, and she like is rolling up her sleeves. So she goes from wraith to like a wet adventurer, like really quickly, right? Because I'm just like
Charlotte Mantis,
okay.
wet adventurer.
We're just a wet adventurer.
Yeah.
The continuing adventures of Charlotte Mantis.
But like the
Dear
way that
God.
she if you're watching her do this,
Uh-huh.
Eden,
Yeah.
it's her movements are a little strange. Like
Right.
I don't like just take off my jacket. I take it off and I just drop it, like drop my jacket.
Yeah.
And it goes, and then
I'll
I'm rolling up. Yeah.
I'll say there is a couple seconds of you not knowing who it is. I don't think you turned on any lights. You know, when you're breaking and entering, you don't tend to turn on a ton of lights.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Eden, you might not know who it is for a moment, but then you do realize who it is, and you still don't say anything for just a moment
Yeah. No,
as
I'm
you
watching.
watch Charlotte.
And like the heel of my boot is clicking, or like you're hearing my footsteps in a very quiet place. They're echoing, and the way that I'm walking is a little swayed.
Mm.
And I go just walking towards the chest.
And all of the mirrors around are catching you at all these angles. but your eyes are locked on that chest, and you, Eden, in this moment, you see Charlotte walking towards the open chest.
I'll step out and say, Doctor,
Eden?
I didn't know. Sorry, you surprised me. I was looking in the... Are you okay?
No. But I'm here. I was here before.
Yeah, I remember. You described this to me.
What is that? Do you know?
Well, it's a third armoire.
This chest?
Yes, and Diarmuid has found himself, well, thrown into... I'm not going to blame it on anyone else. He jumped in.
Diarmuid jumped in.
Someone came in out of nowhere and
Pushed
threw him into it.
Pushed him.
And then ran off.
Come on!
Yes.
You're such a good friend.
Thank you. I love snitching.
We almost didn't, and I think that matters.
I agree.
Get the t-shirts made. Hashtag I love snitching.
I love snitching. You didn't go after him?
I didn't know if he would come back or what the plan was.
How long has he been gone?
It's probably been about 10 minutes now.
Do you think he's dead?
No.
How do you know? How would you know unless you went in and looked for him?
You guys didn't die when you went in.
But only my head went in.
I suppose.
Well.
Maybe I trusted him a bit too much. Yes.
Well, he is very capable. Maybe he's not dead. That would be great if he, was alive. What have you been doing in this? Well, you've been waiting.
Eden, roll a psychology roll.
Yeah. I'm not good at this.
I mean, some of this is pretty evident, but
yeah, for sure.
I feel like I'm acting extremely normal. And
You're not.
Sure. She's totally normal.
I do have to say that's a 95 above a 10.
Okay, you're just taking in way too much.
Yeah. With that energy, I feel like I have kind of stepped between. Like, as you were walking towards the armoire, I kind of raced out, like rushed out towards you, and you're like stepping towards me, and I'm just like stepping backwards as you talk.
Yeah.
I think I'm not fully on.
This is what I will say with a 95, which is a full fumble. Yeah. There is something intimidating and scary about Charlotte right now.
For sure. He didn't really look in the rooms or anything, and I didn't want us to break in here for nothing. And I think the armoire is important, but I was already looking for things, so I just kept looking for those things, and I never took my eyes off it, but I was just hoping he would come back.
You're not in trouble, Eden. And I'm gonna I kind of walk by Eden, and I'm looking for like a heavy, or like I'm looking if I could find a hammer, if I could find a baseball bat. I just need something like heavy.
Roll me a luck roll.
That is a 57 under 76.
There's a frying pan in the kitchen.
Great. I just grab the frying pan, and it's very casual. Just open the drawer, grab the frying pan. You're not in trouble. Don't worry. It's fine. It's just this place is just bad. It's a bad place. It's Josephine's place. And I take my frying pan and I slam it into one of the mirrors.
Oh no. Charlotte, I don't think Diarmuid would be okay with us leaving evidence that someone's been here.
Don't worry about that, Eden. I don't likely have a lot of time left, And so it doesn't matter for me. You can just, and I crack another one.
Wow.
You can just blame it on me, Eden.
What do you mean?
Crack another one.
What do you mean?
Well, the thing is, apparently, my brain is an open door. I'm in control of myself now, but crash. Maybe I won't be later. Crash. And the most damage that I could do to stop it now gives me more time. Does that make sense?
No, but is this... Do you... Are you just believing that? Who told you that?
God, what I would give to not believe it. I feel it. I woke up wet from the rain over Diarmuid. I am losing time, Eden. But here's the thing. And can I have broken all of the mirrors at this point? Or how many mirrors are there?
I mean, there's
a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. There's like 20. But
oh, perfect. I can just keep cracking through.
Yeah. You have not stopped. If Eden is not stopping you, you have not stopped.
Great. But the thing is, Eden, I will do my best to keep you safe, to keep Diarmuid safe, to keep Lorelei safe, because the things that are coming, I don't know how big, how scary, but what I do know is they need this place. For whatever reason, they need these stupid mirrors. They need this armoire. Those are things we know. And so, let's burn it down. Let's stop them.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Can't
These
what?
things have repercussions. These things have real-world repercussions. We can't burn a building down.
Real world repercussions? You mean the police? Lock me in jail. I'd rather be in jail than lose control of my mind. I think prison? The things that are happening are far worse than any system we've created.
Then let me help you.
Great. Smash a mirror.
Oh, God.
There's two mirrors left. There's a small little, not a hand mirror, but it's like a picture frame almost, that like a mirror on a small side table next to you, Eden. And there's one on the wall, a larger one.
Okay. This will help you.
This will help a lot of people.
This will help you.
This will help me.
She will wander over to the large mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And oh gosh, I think seeing herself walking up to it,
and there's broken glass, shards of mirror light
crunching
all
under your
over
feet,
the ground.
everywhere.
The floor is literally just a large mirror at this point.
Yeah.
A large shattered mirror.
Yeah.
When I look in the mirror before I destroy it, and I see you standing behind me, what do I see on your face?
Charlotte is It's strange because there's a sense of resolve. Like, so it's not serene. She's not calm or anything like that. Obviously not. But she doesn't look crazed. She's not cackling and causing destruction. She is like
Controlled.
Extremely controlled. And it is the look of a surgeon during surgery. There's concentration. And there is this seriousness that has the hint of death behind it.
I think I have no choice but to take you seriously. I think I've seen you in many states, and I think more than anything, I don't think I've met someone who believes themselves to be marked by death. But the sureness that you walk with, it's very similar to Diarmuid when he absolutely knows the answer to a problem. Lorelei when she knows exactly what book to go to, exactly what ritual she must do. There's this just very, very specific look that Eden will follow. And I think she will take... what's the best way to do this?
Pick it up off the wall and throw it on the ground. You could kick it. You could give it an elbow. You don't want to punch it.
I'm gonna
give
it an elbow then.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna throw my elbow into it, and just shatter it.
Yeah.
And take care of the tinier mirror too. I think the tinier mirror, I'm just gonna grab the top of the picture frame, shatter it on the corner of a table, and kind of toss it to the side.
Sick.
And I think I will look over towards Charlotte now that all of the mirrors are broken. Has anything changed?
The sort of a flicker of relief.
Yeah.
Happens sort of, but not like a whew relief, but the feeling of an itch that's been scratched.
Not being watched anymore, even. Yeah.
Yes.
Charlotte, you see past, in the times of this, you have noticed the open second bedroom with all of the costumes and things of that nature tucked in there. You can probably see the open door of the other bedroom, as seems to be a surprisingly mundane bedroom, that one. But yeah.
Is there? Oh, I feel like
you do also notice. You do also notice that symbol of the eye underneath the rug. One corner of the rug is pulled up, and you notice that carved into the floor. Good anticipation.
Quick reflexes.
Yeah, very good. You notice that on the floor, and you also have a moment of fleeting moment of recognition of seeing a similar symbol. And you realize that when you were here before, that rug that's on top of that symbol is the rug that you woke up on, so to speak. Like sitting with crossed legs, almost like meditation style. When you came to in this place before, you were on top of that rug, on top of that symbol. And you're taking in Charlotte, looking all around. Eden, you're watching her continue to take everything, and the whole time that armoire, that gate box sits in the corner, hanging open.
I'll stand closer to the gate box to see more.
Like you're blocking, like you're just kind of...
Yeah, I
in
think...
case you decide to run for it.
Exactly, I think...
You've learned your lesson with Diarmuid.
I know. I'm like, nobody else is jumping in.
Nobody else run through.
I think that what Charlotte is trying to do is stop ritual. That is why I'm doing the things that I'm doing.
Yeah.
To let you into what is happening in my brain. And so seeing the symbol, I go into the kitchen. I take out like a knife, and I'm trying to, because it's carved, I'm trying to break the symbol with the knife.
Great.
Eden, if you're going, through a shelf or something, Eden will just produce a little pocket knife. It's like bigger than a pocket knife, but yeah, I think it's like, I don't know. She'll just say, "You can use mine."
Thank you. I know this doesn't make sense. Okay, I know how I must look, but
no, you don't. I'm just trying to help you and help everyone. Everyone. It's like there are these lines wrapped around you, wrapped around Lorelei, wrapped around Diarmuid, wrapped around me now, too, I suppose, and everybody's so obsessed with cutting each other free from the lines that we don't realize we're tangling ourselves even more. So, I will do whatever it takes, because you have to stay afloat, and, I don't believe what you said is true. I don't believe you don't have long for this world. You're one of the smartest people I know, and we have the smartest people I know working with us. That means something. We're in a city I've never been in before. We've traveled places I've never been to before. And I would never have met all of you if it weren't for this thing. And so I have to believe differently.
Charlotte nods and walks towards the sigil, and sits on the floor in front of it, just cross-legged, just looking at Eden. You're a good person, you know that? You're good. You have goodness inside of you. You listen to people. You... Throughout all of this, you are the least, I don't know, damaged by the world than all of us. And so it's like experiencing all of this for the first time. These type of things, and I'm starting to carve into the sigil a little bit. These types of things change people. And yet you hold on to your goodness. That's so special. And I will miss you the most. And I start carving.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big enough symbol that you probably won't be able to destroy it, like, with just this pocket knife, but you can certainly like mar it.
I'm marring it. I'm
yes.
just trying to break the
breaking. Absolutely, breaking the lines of it.
I'm not
desecrating it.
I'm desecrating it. Is a good
absolutely word. Easily enough done, but it takes you, a few pulls, and it's in this, wooden of the floor.
And as I'm like carving into it, and I look at Eden, And I say, Josephine is the one who told me what she did, what she's doing, what others are doing. There's more people out there than her. Just powerful, rich people doing the things they do.
I've met some like that before.
This conversation continues in a way. As Eden, are you standing there, standing over her, just watching her as she continues to scratch and rake and carve at the floor over top of this symbol?
Yeah.
There's the literal elephant in the room of the armoire tucked into the corner.
Yeah.
But there is so much assuredness in Charlotte's voice when she says she'll miss you. That, yeah, I mean, you basically said it earlier. There is something in Charlotte that you have not seen before.
And I would ask this of Diarmuid, but he's here, and again, maybe dead. That's a joke. He's probably not dead. If there comes a time, Eden, when I am alarmingly not myself, and this means not knowing that I embroider, okay? That means not knowing that I like to buy really expensive clothes.
That you keep the keepsake of what's her name?
Hecate. Yeah. If I become alarmingly not myself, you have to stop me. Okay? Look at me. Eden, please. You have to promise me.
Do you know what you're asking me to do?
Yes. I do know.
Are you sure?
Well, stop can be many things. I will leave that to you, but if I hurt you, or any one of us, you would have to stop me. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. And again, it's just, what if you're right? Thank you. Thank you. Well, this is all busted up.
Yeah.
Now.
At this point, you think it's maybe been 30, 40 minutes
Yeah.
since Diarmuid took his little jump.
Okay. We should probably
Let's go in.
go in.
What were you gonna say? I'm so sorry. I thought that's what you were gonna say next.
Is that what we should? I still haven't been in one of those things.
I mean, if he's hurt or captured by one of those, like, chids, or there's a variety of things that he could be experiencing right now, and if he hasn't come back, that makes me extremely worried.
Right. So how do we do this? These things are doors, right? So they go other places. If you and I go, who stays with? Right, but Lorelei
is with people who are taking care of her. She is safe at the moment, but I can't say the same for Diarmuid, who is alone.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yes.
Stop apologizing.
I think the reason I'm so untouched by this is just I keep running away from it, and
the thing is, with any beast, monster, any of those things, you know this as a groundskeeper, it's not about running, it's getting away, it's somebody like like a coyote. Did you know this about coyotes? If you turn your back to a coyote, it will stalk you and hunt you. But if you face the coyote and yell at it, it's like, I don't want that heat, and we'll leave you alone. So running isn't helping.
yeah.
But
Okay.
I will reach out my hand.
Eden will take it. Oh God! He immediately squeezes so hard. He's so stressed out.
Oh, you're so
sorry.
strong.
Sorry.
It's okay. Ooh, you are strong, powerful.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay to be scared. I'm scared all the time. But bravery or courage is doing it anyway, right? So
It's
we'll
also
just
also a definition for stupidity, but it's fine. It's fine.
No, stupidity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting. No, is that insanity?
I think we should just go in the box.
Okay. I grab your hand, I open the armoire, and I will lead us through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Two of you are going in simultaneously?
I'm scared in real life.
Okay.
I'm always scared in real life.
I haven't had to make these rolls. Every time I'm sitting back and watching, I'm like, oh, that's a terrible thing to happen to my friend.
Oh, there's no rolls this time. You each take an automatic 3 points of magic loss and 1 point of sanity loss.
Oh, ouch. Not good.
And Eden, for the first time, you are gripping that vice grip onto Charlotte's hand and feeling the glass of the mirror crunch underneath your feet. As you reach your free hand, following Charlotte's to the back wall of the armoire. And as is every time, for a moment it just feels like wood. And then something pops and sinks. Like you've reached your hand through a thick layer of algae on the top of a pond. And that bright light, like the light of a projector burning through film, blasts through your fingers, and you have to squint and close your eyes a little bit, but as you're trying to lean forward and Charlotte keeps pushing forward, Charlotte's done this before. And you push through, and your arm and your shoulder and your head. And as your head goes through, you see for the first time the ether.
This is
This is her first time.
It's literally my first time.
This is what we realized last episode was it had only been Lorelai and Charlotte up to last episode, and that was Diarmuid's first time, and this is Eden's first time.
Gosh.
You see the ether for the first time, where the air is like water, or like something between water and space. Feels heavier and thicker somehow, but yet you're still able to not quite swim, just move through it. And London around you stretches out into darkness in all directions, but it's not like a London you've ever seen. It's like a London of a post-apocalyptic nightmare. As the buildings, you can even watch the particles, the molecules of this building around you drifting off and away, like someone is forgetting them as we speak. And you push through. And then you feel yourself lifted as your hips and then your legs are pulled. And then you do feel, so at a certain point, you feel momentum start to take over. And then a pull begins. Both of you don't resist, I assume.
Yeah, no, I think if I don't see the doctor resist, I think I automatically kick in to push against something, because it's just Eden's automatic reaction.
I'd say there is a clear fight or flight happening right now. Yeah. Absolutely. And Charlotte, you're taking the ride?
Oh, I'm noodle limp.
You're like,
get me. I've just accepted like oblivion.
That's right. And suddenly you feel like it's not quite swimming, but it's not quite walking. And then a yank happens, as if you're following some sort of invisible track from like a car ride from hell at a carnival off the side of the road that you never should have gone to. You're gone. And the last thing you feel is just that ever slight pull to the north. And we're gonna have to stop there. Because what's on the other side of that?
North as in...
I don't even know yet what's on the other side right now.
That sentence makes me so nervous, because I thought I knew. Sure. I thought I knew what was happening. That's why I did it. I mean, I guess Charlotte did know.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Great. Hated it. Hated it.
Welcome to the ether. It took 25 episodes.
1 star. Either 1 star. Very goopy.
Too goopy. Will not go back. Super bright. Super goopy. No, thank you. Will not return. God. Do not recommend. Oh my goodness, boy! I love having everybody, but these little 2 top episodes, I'm starting to like them, Alex. I don't know. the amount of intimacy and patience into it. The amount, and we'll talk about this in the short rest in a few moments, but I mean the amount of patience and intimacy and trust between the two of you is lovely, and I love this cast so much, and I'm very grateful to tell stories with you all. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. At the end of every episode, we like to read off the names of certain higher-level patrons and the styles of their choosing.
I just threw the dice from my desk on accident because I forgot. That's what I do. Oh, God. Back to improv.
Don't you know I have emotions?
Back to improv.
Oh,
we're going to start with Team Force of Shadow with a suggestion from our friend Angel Devilson. I liked this one a lot, actually, Angel. I think this is kind of open to some interpretation, but let's have fun with that, as we do. What you thought were groceries are actually a collection of Cthulhu objects that open portals to other dimensions.
Hey,
honey. Hey, did you get the orange juice?
So the funny thing, sweetheart, I did get the orange juice.
Cool.
I opened.
Did they not have pulp? What?
I think I'm nuts to say this, but I opened the orange juice, right, as you did, as you do, right? You just, right?
Sure.
And wouldn't you know it, Lincoln broke open, okay? And this.
I mean, you should just return it then and get a refund.
No. This popped out. This woman is in our kitchen. This is good.
Wait,
think
the orange juice was a gateway guy and let this woman come into.
Yes.
She looks like she's gonna abracadabra us.
I search for the one called Idaho Judd.
I do. I have put.
You're in Pennsylvania. We're not.
We're not in Idaho.
One of you has that as your Discord name. I'm looking for you.
You're surprisingly technologically savvy.
Well, so I don't I don't know who Idaho Judd is, but
this feels like a fail waffle that hopefully we can come to some kind of arrangement to really.
You want to stay for dinner?
Sure, absolutely. We were just gonna have a calm night in and watch the Black Akari.
Yeah,
but
we've seen it. It's streaming on Netflix right now. It's really good.
But I don't know any Judds.
No.
But
Judd Free House, actually, we're anti Idaho as a concept.
You know what? Our teenage son has a Discord. I've seen it on his phone. Brad. We'll talk
to me. Give him to me, and you too. I'm not really here for you, but I think you should just see unknowable things as a treat.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Brad! And that's Team Force.
Look at us, cohesive.
I love it.
It had a little arc to it.
I would watch this show. The question is if we're okay sacrificing our teenage son.
Yeah.
Brad.
Oh, come on, Brad.
Brad.
Discord being the platform of Eldritch Evil is so funny.
Sounds correct.
So accurate. Oh my goodness. We need to talk about Brad. Thank you, Team Force of Shadow. And for Team Force of Light, I have a suggestion from Critical Nerds, which is also, we were talking about this before, trying to get your friends to join your improv group. I swear this was a suggestion.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. I'm not into it.
What is it when you think about it? Like, I think what you're thinking of like how scary it is to put on a Tuo mask, but like at the end of the day, it's 2 words. Well, 4 words. Okay. 4 words. Okay, there's a couple of sets. It's yes and then Angel Devilson. That's all you have to say.
Remember last week when we were at that party and you just dungeon speed ran like right through, and it was brilliant, which is why we're asking you here today. It was such a good bit.
Oh no, I just have ADHD. I just like,
it's like a superpower. It makes you a city racing girl. It's just gonna make you the fastest.
I'm just like a Fenderil kind of energy. You know what I mean? And like it feels like I don't want to. It sounds like it's. I don't want to be unfairly loquacious.
Our name would be improv. Ghostbusters.
Busters Quick Response Unit. It's the best name. Yes, yeah.
It's great.
Oh, you did a mind meld.
Totally. Ghostbusters.
Also, you have heard of improv.
So good.
Have heard of improv.
So good.
Yeah. You guys, I did a lot of. I was part of the Bray Buzz. Okay.
Okay.
I was part of the Bray Buzz.
I knew it. But here's the thing.
I didn't want to say anything because it was a lot of money has been spent.
Oh, okay. But I mean, here's the other thing. What makes this the perfect idea? We're all named Jules, so it's just a team of Jules.
We can all be just Jules.
I mean, I don't know if that's the name, but we could know that amongst ourselves, like just Jules, because we're all named. My name's Julian, your name's Julie, and your name's Jules.
Yeah, I am making the TikTok already. So like,
we're already locked into this. The SEO is on fleek. I'm sorry, I can't believe I just said that.
I'm proud of you for bringing that up.
Look, I'm sorry to be the angel and the Devilson on your shoulder, but what do you say? Come on. I mean, this is already Ghostbusters Quick Response Unit. GQRU, GQRU.
GQRU.
It is a cult. It's a cult.
Whee! Thank you, Team Force of Light.
God.
That was painfully accurate.
It was, it was scary.
I liked that I discovered that we were all named Jules.
I love that. That was like one of my favorite.
I was gonna say it's tough to come up with more than just here's a bag of jewels.
Just jewels.
Which I feel like is what we do with Just Jules 90% of the time.
Yeah, I do think so.
Correct.
Oh my god.
Thank you, friends. We'll be back more with soon. Back more with more soon. That's
back
words.
More soon.
Thank
now.
you.
With more.
Thank you.
Yep, improv.
Correct. But join the Patreon, patreon.com/a-dungeon-run, because we're about to record a short rest where I think we will get into all of the emotion and discoveries of tonight. Charlotte.
What's up? Very normal.
Charlotte's just going to be Lexi and I going Charlotte for like a solid 5 minutes.
Yeah, truly.
Who saw it coming? Maybe I did.
Morgan, I've prepared for everything.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. We love it. But thank you so much, friends. We'll be back more real soon. Join the Discord if you haven't. We're going to have more episodes of Stormborn coming later this month. We're about to record some more soon. I can't wait. And more of this story with all of our friends. We will see you all real soon. Take care of each other. Stay dry. Stay warm. Take care of yourselves. Humankind.
Be bold.
Bye, friends.